How does it feel to stage one of Reg Keating's plays?
Well, it's very exciting, to be honest. It's a new venture. Reg and I have become very close over the last number of years and discussed loads of different things. And Reg has written a number of plays, but this is the one that really took me. I really think the idea itself of bringing back such wonderful Irish notable we say politicians from the past and statesmen, and bringing them to life on the stage as ghosts and cross-examining them on the part they played in creating a freedom for Ireland. I just thought it was a wonderful idea, and here we are, and we have all the characters in place, and so yeah, we're excited, very excited. And,
how are you managing the mix of the love stories and the political intrigue?
Very lucky in the sense that over the years the plays that we have been doing have all been finished, if you like. They were given us, like for John B. Keane, just to pick him, a play which was complete. In this particular case, Reg and I can work together and develop the play, if you like, where Reg has created the whole thing, and but Reg would have the insight and the historical insight into each character and each love triangle that went on board.
See, Brendan Bean, he was asked, what's the difference between prose and poetry? And he answered it like this. There was this young man called Rollocks, who worked in a Fesquern Tullocks. As he walked on the strand with his girl by his hand, the water came up to his ankles. Now, that's prose. But if the tide was in, it would be poetry.
Yeah, talking about the characters, how are you helping to distinguish the different characters for the audience to understand who they are?
Well, yeah, I mean, if you go back to the main character, which is Robert Emmett, of course, and his love for Sarah Curran, who's played by my wife, Elizabeth, and Reg brings out how the love stories between, well, I suppose there's three main characters there, Robert Emmett, Charles Stewart Parnell and Michael Collins, and their love relationship, how they affected the course of Irish history in many cases, in particular Emmett and Parnell. Not so much Collins, although Collins was more pragmatic from what I can understand, and but all three love stories, I mean, they emanate through, and we think, I think in discussions with Reg, we discussed that Irish history in itself, with all the foibles and the peccadillos of different individuals, they weren't all perfect by any means, like all of us, and we brought that to the front, and you know, I think it makes the play more interesting.
Elizabeth Morey?
Yes.
You're playing Sarah Curran?
I am indeed.
Okay, rehearsals here tonight. How's it going? You've been rehearsing for the past couple of months.
Fantastic.
And the countdown, it's another couple of weeks, so you're getting there?
Weeks. Yeah. Looking forward to
How's it going?
Something different. Great. We're having great fun with this.
How different is it from the other rehearsals?
Oh my God, it's completely different really, because we're just talking to the moderator really, you know, we're not interacting with each other as such, so yeah, so it's quite different, but very, very enjoyable.
And it's different as well because Reg Keating wrote it.
Reg,
and it's
yeah,
a kind of a local production as such, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah, he's marvellous. Reg is marvellous, man altogether,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, looking forward to opening night.
Oh yes, nerves, of course,
You've trotted the stage a long time now at the Youghal Little Theatre.
Oh God, I am, yeah. I started it in about 20 years now.
And some relatively new faces here as well.
Oh yeah, it's great to have new blood, to
and
take
it's
over.
Great to keep the tradition going on in the Youghal Little Theatre.
Definitely, yes, it's great.
Okay, best of luck on opening night.
But thank you very much, Mike. Thank you.
How are you making those characters relatable to the modern audience?
Well, they're just modern. As you see, when you come to the play, you will see that Sarah Curran had, who was Robert's love, had a very difficult life, and even the knock-on effect of Anne Devlin, who was a very close confidant to Robert Emmett, how it affected her and how she suffered because of it. And then in Parnell's situation with Catherine O'Shea, who became Kitty O'Shea here in Ireland, how it affected how it affected the whole situation of Home Rule. And I mean, if you wanted to look at it, you could see how, even if you looked on YouTube, you'd see a run of the BBC play with Parnell and the Englishwoman, and you would see the dramatic effect on it had on Home Rule. But what does come through, hopefully, in the play, and I know Reg wants this to come through, because Robert Emmet himself and Padraig Pearse had a vision for a complete break from Ireland, from the UK, Britain, should we say, whereas Parnell, and O'Connell, for example, were more leaning towards Home Rule and happy to get Home Rule. Well, I think Ray just told me numerous times there was a particular situation where, with Pearse understood that if we didn't take the opportunity to take a complete break from our overlords, if you call them, in England, then that was the opportunity back in 1916, 1922.
You're covering over 200 years. How are you? How's that going in your rehearsals? Is it getting across the 200-year shift? Is it through your costumes or language, or how are you doing it?
Yeah, language. Yeah, and well, it's the content of the play is very accurate. I mean, that's one of the first things we had to do, and obviously we have total belief in Reg's historical knowledge, and we wouldn't have put it forward. Even, for example, O'Connell gets a tough time because although he was the great liberator, he did have these peccadillos, and he was, he was very polyamorous, I think was the word that they put around today. So we bring that into the play as well.
Lee McCarthy?
Yes.
Daniel O'Connor. Yeah, Daniel. Who else? Who else could it possibly be?
That's it.
There's a striking resemblance, I must say.
Oh, thank you.
Liam, best of luck. Yeah, looking forward to the opening night.
Definitely.
Yeah, you've been rehearsing for throughout the winter.
Yeah.
So it's getting a little bit closer.
It's getting very close now.
Okay,
so
go on.
It'll be all good in the night.
Okay, tell the folks about the rehearsals, how they've been going.
They've been going very well.
Okay, any
very
hiccups?
enjoyable. Sure, look, there's hiccups in every rehearsal, but you do the best, and you enjoy them as best you can.
Tonight is a kind of costume night.
Costume night, and trying to get the word out there, get everybody interested in what's coming up.
Okay, well, get it out there. What date is it on?
It's on
where?
Friday the 25th and Saturday the 26th of April down in the Mal Arts Centre here in town.
And it's great. The last time I went to one of the plays, the whole family went. My sisters and nephews were kind of an occasion out. We took up all the seat.
Oh, yes,
so
definitely.
you could do that, couldn't you? Like to get the groups out.
Definitely come out as a group with your friends.
Yeah, with a great night.
You go for a pint maybe afterwards, or maybe a meal beforehand. And come out and enjoy the show.
Best of luck. I just see something you have in your hand there as well. Can you bring that up here to you and tell us about it?
We were in the Patrick's Day Parade this year, and we were delighted to win the best cultural group in the parade.
Oh.
So that's lovely to get that,
Best cultural group in the Youghal St Patrick's Day 2025.
2025.
Okay, you were delighted with that, and well deserved.
Thank you.
There's a big twist at the end as well.
There is a twist at the end. And I mean, I think the line that's used in the play is notaries and people of renown, and where Brendan Behan was such a big figure in Ireland back in his day, as was Ian Paisley. And
how did you manage that? Get Behan and went through Reg, of course. But how do you, is that kind of lightening the team for the night rather than the heavier workload earlier on?
Yes, it is. I mean, it's fairly. I think it's like a drama where, as you mentioned there, the love stories, but that would be intrigue, and we can see how the suffering that was caused within the love relationships, and the death of Michael Collins, and the death of Home Rule, if you like, with Parnell, and then obviously Emmet himself, if he hadn't behaved like he had in his trial, trying to kind of keep Sarah Curran out of the limelight, then Ireland's history could have maybe been a bit different. But the conclusion and the levity that's brought near the end, which is where you bring in obviously Brendan Behan with his wit and his Dublin wit, and then you have the contradiction of Ian Paisley coming in, and it ends with the two of them
Well, but you'll have to go and see anyway.
You'll have to go and see it, yeah.
See how that goes. Do Youghal Little Theatre, what's your vision for the Youghal Little Theatre going into the future? Because this is your first play, you've done the last few with the Youghal Little Theatre, and of course you've a strong history going back to 1940s, and it's great to see it going, but what's your vision for it going
we
forward?
have, in fact, I had a play, someone brought me a play, which I have, I'll show it to you in the card, that was back in 1945. The Youghal Little Theatre. I've got the book. I've got the play out in the car. But I've always wanted to develop. Obviously, what I learned initially was through Finn Bohannon, of course, who was originally Youghal Little Theatre. But I just like to see the vision of the town to create a proper theatrical platform for all ages and all groups that want to do something in this particular field. Like we've had discussions before where we don't have a home. This interview has been conducted in the Red Store, and we're very grateful for that. But it should be conducted on our own little stage somewhere. Yeah,
you're going from pillar to post, haven't you, with all your rehearsals?
Yes.
I mean, you said there 1945, going back to one of the first productions. You know, it's 2025 now, and you haven't got a permanent home.
It is.
You know, I mean, that's shocking.
Yeah, it is. It's the nature of, I think, of amateur dramatics. But there again, there's always outliers like Ballyduff, for example, who, someone you would look to, who've got their own premises, and they've gone from strength to strength. And the talent is innate in the East Cork and West Waterford area. It's a matter of tapping into it and enjoying what we do. We do have a lot of fun. We work hard. We have a great pride, as we've proven over the last number of years in our productions. And the full houses and the reviews.
You do get great support, of course, and from the sponsors, and you get full houses.
Yeah.
Like the Youghal community and surrounding areas, and West Waterford and East Cork do support you.
Yeah, I think they appreciate the effort we put in, and they know it's voluntary. They know it's unpaid, of course. And when we do the sets, and so this particular play is very exciting because it's one of our own. Although he's a Dubliner, blown in, if you like, but he's definitely one of our. Like you could say about myself, although I'm a plastic Paddy. Both my parents are Irish, which comes out in the play actually. Mother from Youghal, as you know, and father from Cork City. But it's great to have a play from one of our own theatre group.
Is this your first one from one of your own, like a local playwright?
Yes.
Like Reg Keating?
Yes.
I mean, the Epitaph wrote about it.
I did. Yeah,
Can you tell us about the Abbey? What they had mentioned about
it?
Well,
Reg sent it off, and they came back with a glowing review of it. They made a few points. Now, as it happened, we did put it forward to CRY as a radio play first. I don't know if they felt it was suitable for the radio, but anyway, we're ploughing ahead on the drama on the stage.
Well, it's suitable for stage down the Mall Art Centre, and can you tell us when it's on and the date as well?
I can, Mike. It's on the 25th and 26th of April, which is so tomorrow's the 1st of April, so it's not a joke, I'm telling you, but 25th and 26th of April, which is a few weeks away. We believe it will be extremely well supported. I want people to know in particular what they're coming to. It's very important because you please some of the people some of the time, you can't please all of the people all of the time. But if they come knowing that it's a historical drama with great insight into the particular characters, I think they will enjoy it. And provisionally, we possibly could be putting it on the following Sunday week, again in the Mall Art Centre, maybe as a matinee.
The Mall Art Centre, right in the heart of Youghal.
Yeah, the following, it'll be 2 nights, and possibly on the Sunday week.
Okay. Denise O'Donoghue.
Yeah.
You well known in the Youghal Little Theatre circles. Are you looking forward to the Epitaph?
Oh, I'm very looking forward to it, yes.
Who are you playing?
I play Ellen Courtney.
You look, a short description?
She's a young girl. She has a lot of emotions in the part. She was sadly said to be assaulted by Daniel O'Connell.
Okay. And your previous work, you were with the previous plays you were in?
I was in The Year of the Hiker as Mary Lacey and Lend Me a Tenor as Frankie the Bellhop.
Who are you playing in this one, in the Epitaph?
I'm playing Kitty O'Shea.
Okay, looking forward to it?
Nervous, excited.
How are the rehearsals going?
So far, so good, yeah.
Yeah, how do the rehearsals compare to the other rehearsals?
This one's a bit more tense. There's a lot more factual information in this one.
And you're spanning like 200 years?
Definitely.
Yeah. Try
and share the knowledge.
Okay, how are you going to kind of capture the 200 years, like in costume, dress?
It's costume, the language that we're speaking, the tone of phrases. Yeah.
Okay, so the language is going to change?
Just slightly, just a few phrases, just Old English. Yeah.
She was a fluent Irish speaker. She encouraged us to take an interest in all aspects of Irish culture. But of course, the Christian Brothers in Westland Row strongly reinforced it.
And your father, did he have knowledge of Irish?
No. He was from Birmingham in England. My mother was his second wife. When his first wife died, he came to Ireland and set up a monumental sculpture business on Great Brunswick Street. We lived over the business premises.
In 1900, you were awarded a BA in Modern Languages. And in 1901, you became a barrister at law. You argued very few cases, but the one which drew most attention was referred to as the name on the dray. What was that about?
Michael Punta, you're doing Parnell?
I am indeed.
Dressed in suitable attire?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
just spitting image, may I say.
No, I need to be waxed and everything. I need to have a chance to actually get used to the beard.
People who know you as a great singer, you had a CD out many years ago. I think a Christmas song hits.
It was, yeah, also there, yeah.
Okay.
Very kind of you to say. Yeah,
All right, well done,
absolutely,
yeah. No, we can't forget that. How do you feel about playing in Parnell in the Epitaph?
Very good, very good. It's a great part. It's wonderful to be part of this little theatre group, and it's my return to the stage, Michael.
And have you been with the Youghal Little Theatre before?
I haven't. This is my first time. I know Jim via my sister, and I know that she helped with the play last year with some Italian translations or something like that. And it just came through word of mouth that I was interested in. Here I am, delighted to be here.
You mentioned CRY there, the community radio Youghal and your community, your involvement with your theatre. The CRY have been really helpful, haven't they, in promoting all your work in the past?
I was fortunate enough to be allowed to have my own show on CRY for 2 hours a week, every Wednesday, 12 to 2. It's just a wonderful, wonderful facility. And we actually, Youghal Little Theatre, did have a radio play there was an award-winning play written a number of years ago by Brian Mulcahy from town, and we put that on. It was Fitzy Does the Mambo, and that won an award, and we produced it. And if you went into your COI now, you could listen to it. Very, very, very good play that we did, and very proud of it. So I mean, I've only become to realise it. I know Jimmy Flanagan, who's my cousin, who's been there for years, and I'm there for 2 years. But CRY is just a wonderful place.
It's great. And finally, Jim, you have a good PR team.
Yes,
team
we
with
have
you. The local paper, the All News, Middle of the News.
Yes.
Kay Ledingham was earlier on for the Dungarvan,
Exactly,
Leader,
yeah.
and the Observer. Community Radio Youghal, Tommy was here, and we've just discussed about them, and your shows will be promoted. But you've people as well putting them up in the modern social media on Instagram and Facebook page. So how would they contact you there?
Well, we have a Facebook page. I'm.
Okay, what's it called?
It's just Youghal Little
Youghal
Theatre.
Theatre, okay.
Youghal Little Theatre, where they can
on
contact.
Facebook, yeah.
Yeah, we have some new additions recently. Who a particular girl, Karen, who's doing a wonderful job in terms. I don't know if you saw, we held the cup up there because we won the Culture Award for the
St. Patrick's
Day Parade.
Well, congratulations.
And we were nominated again for, as you know, we're up to Cork as well. So we're there, and we want new people. We're flourishing. In particular, I'd like to get involved with the schools and the younger people, but we'll see how that goes.
Okay, so the dates again?
25th, 26th of April in the Mal Arts Centre.
I know all along